Hey guys, welcome to PJ's Coin Caper. So today we are going to have a look at buying a $1 year 2000 $1 mule from eBay. And there's a lot of things to look out for, and probably the first step is to educate yourself on exactly what makes up a $1 mule and what they're supposed to look like. Now, the coin we have in front of us is a very nice coin. It's been graded by PCGS. I don't know what the grade is. It's probably an AU 55, I would be guessing, somewhere around that sort of grade. It's a nice example. Now, if you're familiar with this particular coin, you will know that it is commonly referred to as a double rim sort of style coin that has these rings going around it. Now, some of them have very centralized rings. This one is slightly off to the side, but it's still a beautiful example of what a year 2000 $1 mule coin is. So what is a $1 mule? The $1 mule was basically an error that the mint made back in the year 2000. Now, one of the minties would have put the wrong obverse, so the queen's head that belonged to a 10-cent coin, into the press, along with the mob of ruse, the reverse side of a coin on the other side, and those two dies came together and produced this error coin. So the 10-cent coin, the Australian 10-cent coin, is ever so slightly smaller than our $1 coin, and we're talking around a millimeter or so smaller, and that's why we end up with this double ring feature on the year 2000 mule. So this is one of those coins that when noodlers are looking through $1 coins, this is what they like to find, and these are very, very difficult to find. Now, over my time, I have personally found 5 of them. Unfortunately, I sold them all. It was at a time that I needed money, and they came in very handy to turn $1 essentially into, depending on condition, between $500 and $800 is what I sold my coins for. So here we have a great example from the Australian coin collecting blog. Now, when I say educate yourself, I'm trying to educate you, but there are many resources, and places like the Australian coin collecting blog have great information at hand and images that you can have a look at to compare your coins, compare what you'll see on eBay as we go through this video. So the coin on the right is the standard year 2000 $1 coin. The coin on the left is the error coin, the $1 mule. So you can certainly see the two differences quite easily right there. And you'll see even the size of the queen's head is slightly smaller. The writing is slightly smaller. So these are all things to keep an eye out for when shopping for a coin. Now, on Facebook, you probably won't get these kinds of issues, okay? With eBay, people will try to scam you out of your hard-earned dollars, and I've got a couple of examples of those, and one of them will possibly be finished before this video actually goes live. But if you are fortunate enough to be, unfortunate enough to be ripped off by any of these, you can take action through eBay and get your money back, because essentially they're selling something that is not as described. All right, so let's have a look. These are the steps I like to take. Even if I'm trying to buy any coin, these same sort of steps work well for me. So if you're shopping on eBay, now there are plenty of good Facebook groups to join to buy your coins from trusted sellers, okay? So just be aware that eBay has a lot of shonky people who will try to make a dollar very easily out of those who are not as well educated. So make sure you get educated, okay? Watch these videos over and make sure you know what you're looking at. All right, so firstly, what I like to do is have a look at eBay, have a look and see what the sold figures are like, okay? So just scan through, have a look, click on the pictures, bring them up, and see whether or not that's a coin you think, oh wow, that's not bad for $400. Now I would say that's a pretty good coin that was sold for $400. And let's have a look at the next one. This one sold for $440. Probably not as good a condition, but still, it's a mule. So have a look through, and you'll have a look at the higher dollar ones as well, and do some comparisons. Why did this one sell for $1,300, whereas another one up there sold for $400? Once again, it's a nice coin. Is it worth almost $1,000 more? I don't believe it is. Here's another one for $600. So you need to do your research, have a look at the pictures as best you can, and try and get as much information as possible. Now, I don't want to necessarily pick on any sales or sellers in this video, but I do want to make you aware of a few sales and try and help you along. So I'm not necessarily attacking people, but checking out their seller ratings, see what's the positive feedback, how many sales they've had, is all very important when looking to buy from someone. If they have a 0 next to their name and you're questioning whether or not an item is what it is, possibly just leave that seller alone and do not make a purchase. All right, so all these tips will help you purchase the right coin, and these sort of things are across the board, not just specific to the $1 mule, but we will point out a few special coins just to be aware of that are currently available right now. All right, so all I've typed into eBay right now is the year 2000 $1 mule coin, and there's 70 coins that are available for us to look at and buy. We're going to come back to this one, and this is the one I'm a little bit worried about. So I'm recording this on Thursday evening, and this one finishes around lunchtime on Friday. So I'm not sure. I might put this video out just earlier, just in case. But we'll go through a few of these, and you can see here, this one here, for $250, only one bid, is a very nice coin. Going fairly cheaply at this stage, with only one bidder. Has good feedback, so should be a trusted seller. This is a $4,000 coin. Let's have a look at a $4,000 coin. Is that worth $4,000? May well be. It's a very nice example. There are certainly better examples, but that's a nice coin. It might be a little bit overpriced, but a seller can ask whatever they want. All right. So let's continue to go through to see if there's anything else that sort of jumps out at us. But there are a couple of coins that we've gone past already that I'm going to be highlighting. All right. Well, another thing to make sure, and it's these kind of things here. Okay, let's have a look at this one. He's saying that this particular coin is worth $6,000. Let's open her up and see what this coin looks like. It's a nice coin. It hasn't got too many dings in it, but the photography is terrible, to be honest. We've focused more on the background than what we have on the actual coin. And I think if you're going to be listing items and you want to try and sell something for $6,500, get your photography right. It really makes a massive difference to the presentation of what you're trying to sell, and that people can clearly see you're not trying to hide something. So those kind of things are very important. You can see there the focal point is more on the background than on the actual coin. So just be aware of those sort of things. Try your coin in different sort of lighting. In natural lighting is always very helpful. All right, let's get back to our search. All right, so basically, have a look at the differences between the dollar figures, okay? And you'll soon get an understanding of the kinds of grades and the people who are just asking far too much, or if you see value in a particular coin. Now, as I said earlier, I have sold 5 of my coins. Now, I have been looking for probably another 5 years since then and haven't found one. And I've always wanted to actually find one on the channel, and it hasn't happened. So basically, I am considering buying myself a mule. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to, but these are the things I'm going through in order to get a picture of what the market's doing at the moment, where the prices are at, and essentially I want one on the channel so that I can use it in some of my videos for educational purposes. So that's another reason why I'd like to have one on the channel. So I'll try and pick one that suits my budget and I'm happy to keep and show on the channel. All right, so having said all that, let's have a look at a couple of examples of people who are selling mules. Okay, this one here says Australia's $2001 mule error coin with errors. Okay, so all right, let's have a look at it. All right, 300% feedback, fairly low score. The problem is it's not a mule. Okay, so they're asking $600 for a standard $1 coin that you can essentially find. All right, so don't be lured into these kinds of coins or misleading advertising. All right, so this, yeah, it's not a mule. All right, so just skip those ones by. That's why you need to be educated on exactly what is a mule. All right, now I just want to say someone has actually put up a coin, well, a post on eBay, and a big shout out to Big Pa 22. Well done, whoever you are. He's created a post warning people not to buy certain coins. Okay, now this particular coin, we'll have a read up of exactly what Big Pa is talking about. Now down here it says this coin is not for sale. This is a warning about counterfeit mule coins being sold. Educate yourself before buying. Exactly what I'm saying. Do a Google search on fake $2 $1 mule coins. This article will come up. Read this before you spend money. All right, in the last 3 months, a new crop of counterfeit coins that are supposedly mules have been appearing on eBay and being bought up by unsuspecting collectors. These are different counterfeits to those we originally spoke about. They are perfectly centered, show no wear at all, and usually some sort of very poor artificial toning. The dead giveaway is that they are all identical except for the terrible toning, which of course anyone with any common sense would know is impossible in the case of the year of the $2001 10-cent mule. Below is a picture, which is up the top, of one of these counterfeit coins that at time of writing had been bid up to $800. So this is great. So Big Pa, well done. So he's put up this photo of one of these counterfeit coins, and you can certainly see, if you look at the coin more closely, it's not a great copy. And you can see that toning that he was talking about there. Even looking at the IRB in the under the bust there, terrible. The lettering even looks wrong. The whole color looks wrong. So don't be fooled by these. And I've seen a number of these, and I'll show you another example in a moment. All right, so let's have a look at this particular ad. I did point this one out at the start of the video, and there's a number of things wrong with this particular ad. All right, so here we've got 2,000 Australian $1 mule struck with 10-cent obverse die, PCGS MS62 uncirculated. All right, let's have a look. First photo, right? First photo. What does it say up there? PCGS AU58. All right, so that's a bit of a question mark straight away. All right, now let's just have a look. He's got this photo here, right? Now, if you look at the numbers, the certificate number of that particular coin ends with a 358. Now, if we go back to this, we can see there that it ends with 358. But if you take a look at the actual coin, that's a counterfeit coin. Now, I am not saying that PCGS have graded this particular coin. They haven't, okay? There's a number of other things that pop out to me. When I have a look at that, and you have a look at that particular coin, all right, let's click on it. Oh, we can't look at it close up. All right, another big thing I'm looking at here, all right? They've put the case inside a little plastic case. Bit strange. All right, but when you look down this side here, Now I don't have a little pointer, but you can see basically on the left of my screen where my pointer is pointing to. See that damage to the case? Almost looks as if it's been cracked open and the coin has been removed and then maybe stuck back together. Is that why it's now in a little pouch? So the coins have been swapped out. All right. So that's what I feel has happened here. All right. Now we've got a whole heap of different photos that don't even relate to the coin, that particular coin. I don't think that's the same coin as what that is. Okay. So here we've got this one before it got broken out, or maybe it's just another dollar coin. This is probably it before it got broken out. Can we have a look at any closer than that? That clearly looks like a different coin than what we've seen in the plastic pouch. It's got the same number, 358. There's a close-up of the coin before it got removed. All right, so you're seeing what's happening here. That coin, and I almost guarantee you that those who are bidding on this coin, and the bid is up to $830, will receive this. They will not receive that particular coin. So these are things you need to look out for. There is a lot of signs in this particular eBay ad showing you to stay clear. Yeah, graded by PCGS. No. All right, so that one there is a counterfeit coin to stay clear of. All right, let's have a look at what a nice coin should look at. Now this coin almost looks very similar to what we were looking at just a moment ago in the other ad, but this is a very nice example of a year 2000 $1 mule. Absolutely beautiful coin, and you can see the IRB there. So once again, familiarize yourself with exactly the characteristics of the coin you want to buy. It's very important to educate yourself so that you do not get swindled out of your hard-earned dollars. And they're the kind of steps I will be taking when I choose to buy one. Alright guys, that is where we are going to wrap up this video for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it's been educational. And if I buy one, I'll certainly let you know. But if I find one, you'll definitely see that. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.